just wasted so much of our time.
Let's move
And
on.
doohickeys, let's do you guys want to make like any contents, like your key takeaways, like 30-second wrap up and then do paper?
Sexual harassment is not a good thing. Okay.
That's exactly what I got out of it too.
Yeah.
So,
I thought what he was doing, going the direction he went, was the right thing to do. I think he's
yes.
basis, so I was grateful he acted upon it instead of waiting to see what would happen. So, but
yeah, he did the right thing
for sure. I'm glad he didn't just wait.
Yeah, I was too.
Okay, well, that sounds great for that. Let's try to get this paper done.
Okay.
So, well, it looked to me like everybody submitted something. Were you guys able to get your 3 problems and 4 solutions done?
I still have one more solution to work on, but that I can do that this afternoon, and I'll finish it up tonight probably. But
Awesome.
like you guys have everything done, so you guys are on the ball.
Well, I still need to do my references, and that I've got to work on that. But otherwise, mine I think is done. Unless you want to change anything, and you're more than welcome. I finally just was done. So.
Okay.
I had a couple questions as far as, well, I do want you guys to look at the introduction and tell me if you think it's good enough or if it needs to be changed. But my main concern is that we are supposed to choose the most important thing to focus on, like our most important problem. And so I don't know if you got my email earlier where in the sample, they bring it up right in the beginning. And they say, sexual harassment, that's the worst problem we have, and we need to work on that. I think we could do it as a summary after we talk about our 3 things and then summarize which one we want. But it says, don't just rewrite the summary of what you already talked about. It's like a little more work has to be done for that. So which problem do you guys want to?
I kind of like how it's leading. I know your performance appraisals lead into some of the things that I suggested needing to be done. And so it kind of works its way through. So I don't mind having mine come after yours, Heather. That to me seemed to flow well for mine.
Okay.
So can I just put a quick, I'm sorry, I feel bad interrupting you.
No.
I think maybe we're looking at this slightly, you guys are definitely looking at it differently than me.
Okay.
When I read it, it says to me, pick whichever problem you think is the biggest issue first, and then just say why that one's more important than the other 2.
So it didn't matter the order to put them in.
That's what it sounds like to me. Is it says, in light of all the problems and solutions you identified, explain what the most important thing to focus on is. So we got to explain what the most important thing is, then describe why that's the key issue. So what's the most important and why it's the key issue, and that's all we need to do, I think.
So are you suggesting that could be done in a summary?
I think we just need to do a whole nother, like one more paragraph after we do our 3. So we each do our problem and our 4 solutions.
Right.
And then afterwards we need to say, this is the most important problem. This is why it's the most important problem. These are the key issues. And then we're done. Then I think we do a conclusion and we're done. And
Okay.
Our conclusion says, these were the 3 problems. If they don't fix them, they're going to be in trouble. This one's the most important. That's it. Done. Paper done. We turn it in.
Okay. It does say this portion of the paper should include deep reflection and application of content studied in the class as it informs the problem and solution. This isn't just a single paragraph repeating what you already said about the problem and solution.
Yeah.
So I feel it does need to be a little bit different. Give detailed accounts and explains why this issue is the highest priority. So which one do we want to be our highest priority?
I don't care, honestly. I think we could use any of them. So
Okay.
We should just pick one, and then we should start brainstorming pros and cons that we can write about in this little thing.
Yeah, and I would probably suggest, Heather, that maybe your performance appraisals are what is going to then give the information to the HR so that they know what direction to go and what really is the priority. Because right now he's hearing so many things, maybe he doesn't know. And so I would probably say, not that the other ones aren't important and don't need to be looked at, but maybe in this case, finding out how people are really doing and their, what work means to them and
Okay.
problems. So maybe that's where I would go, and that can tie into quite a bit of our readings that we've had in the past, the Army crew case, or which is what it says to kind of demonstrate your understanding of the readings and the discussion. So maybe just share, we've noticed that you really have to know the people that you're working with before you can make judgment calls or policy. I don't know. That would be my take. I wouldn't think it needs to be more than a paragraph. I wouldn't spend a lot of time on it. I would just share what you've learned, what you would do first, and move on.
That works for me. Are you okay with that, Michael? Because I can just, once I finish writing my fourth solution, then I can just continue on and, and I'll include this part after our 3 different problems and before the summary.
They really don't hardly do anything with that in the sample paper. You know what I mean? Yeah. Have you guys noticed that?
Yes, there wasn't anything.
They don't do that.
It was right at the beginning. Said sexual harassment, which is our most important, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, they didn't.
But they don't do anything different than just saying it's the most important, and that's it. That's like the only thing they even do.
Okay.
They don't do any special writing on it.
I wouldn't stress about it. I just make sure that maybe he understands why we would choose that to begin the process of fixing the company.
Okay.
That's how I would look at it. So
yeah, I think that's a good way to go.
Yeah, I really wouldn't spend much time writing much. I would
honestly don't spend a huge amount of time on it.
Yeah.
And if we get knocked a couple points for that, it's fine. We've got
our numbers, our pages. I think we've all done plenty of research and work to justify our paper doing well, so I'm not worried.
Okay, that sounds good to me.
What do we need to do to help you to wrap this thing up? What?
One thing I noticed, because I know we're supposed to try and make it look like, just one person wrote it.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you guys, like, when I started at the very beginning, I said, doohickeys you need. And then the rest of the time, I just called it doohickeys. Do you guys?
Oh, gotcha. And we've been saying
doohickeys.
Yeah. Should I go through and make them all doohickeys you need, or just shorten it to doohickeys?
Why don't I go in and I'll shorten all of mine to doohickeys?
I will too.
And then we'll just
I can do that too. I mean,
I just want to take more of the burden off of you. You got plenty to do. So, I mean, something that simple I can go through and do on my paper and resend it to you.
And I'll do the same thing.
Or just do it on the Google. I invited
Google Docs. Yeah.
It's all on the Google Doc, Michael. I copied yours that you emailed and
put it on there.
Put it on our one Google Doc.
I can just go in there and edit that directly.
Yeah.
Yep, right there, edit it. I'll do the same thing. I'll work on my sightings. I'll shorten that. And the only thing I would think, though, is, Heather, as you read the whole thing, you just would want to make sure that we were in the right person. So first person, third person, and make sure it flows that way. But I can't imagine that it won't. But
yeah, I will go through the whole thing. Once I finish my write-up, I'll go through the whole thing and see if it sounds like it flows. That was the only thing I noticed off the bat, is that we just had done that differently.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree. Consistency there will look better.
Yeah.
I'm just going to apologize for mine in advance. I was too tired to proofread it really well. So if you run into anything super weird, I'm sorry. Just fix it and don't even – I'm sorry already.
I don't apologize. Yesterday I spent 4 hours writing and I'm like, I'm done. I don't even care what it says anymore. I don't even care.
That's how I was feeling. I got up early this morning and just wrote the whole thing, and I'm just feeling done with it.
Yeah. So that's where I'm at.
unfortunately, I feel like I don't think we're not going to be graded so much on our content. I think it's going to be that we followed the format and that we had 3 problems with 4 solutions and we have our references. I have a feeling, just from the way other things have been graded, like I have a feeling it'll just be like, okay, looks good.
That would be great, honestly.
But even though I know that or feel that, I still have a hard time with my writing. I'm just really slow, and that's why I had to
Hey,
take a break. I'm like, oh, I'm done for now.
I'm confused too because he says to do like MLA or whatever type formats, and then we're doing single space stuff. And
Mm-hmm.
if you're doing MLA or APA, you double space it, and then this cover page. I've
Right.
never seen a cover page that looks anything like that. That's not how cover pages
Yeah.
are done in the English.
I don't think
what I saw.
it cares if it's in any format at all. It's just that we have references and that.
Yeah, that was confusing to me, as I'm not sure what we do reference-wise. I think we're pretty good. Just I'm comfortable following the sample because then you can say, well, we followed the sample.
Yeah.
You don't want.
Oh, I guess I didn't even look at the samples.
Don't get the sample.
But I looked at yours, Michael, and Elisa and I, we're going to change ours to be like yours. So
Yeah.
we said that was MLA.
Oh, like formatting-wise.
Yes, formatting wise.
Yeah, just
My
for the
fonts
reference.
are pretty. You like them? Just kidding.
Yes, yeah, that's exactly.
Just kidding.
I guess I'm just thinking of like the way you did your references, because Elisa and I both were just kind of like,
Well, that's just
here's a website.
MLA off of the thing, so I figured that would be good.
No, that's great. I agree with that, and just making sure it just looks all the same, and I think we're good. Heather, I would not spend a lot more time on it.
Yeah, for
Okay.
serious. I think you're doing great.
Get your thing done, and then just read through it a couple times, make sure it looks right, and be done. I'm not expecting more than that. I'm not going to be able to give that much more when it's my turn, so I'm not going to expect that from you.
Well, I will, once we're done here, I have parent-teacher conference, I have a water polo game, so I'm not going to get back to this until this afternoon or this evening. But at least probably by tomorrow, I'll give myself till noon tomorrow to
Great.
send to you guys. Will you guys have the opportunity sometime tomorrow afternoon or even Saturday morning to just read through it and make sure?
Yep.
Okay.
Is there anything else we can do to kind of make this easier for you? Like, do you want me to write a conclusion paragraph or something like that?
If you want to, I mean, I'm
don't
fine with that.
I don't do any of this, but I will do it if you're too busy. That's the thing.
No, I'm not too busy. I can get it done. I'm just not as far along as you guys are. I just have.
Do you want me just to go through and fix the formatting? We have some inconsistencies just in like paragraph and.
Well, you know what? I think when I take it from the Google Doc and put it in Microsoft Word, it's going to get changed up anyway. So I was just going to change that after everything's done on here. Then I'm going to put it back to a Word document and then format it from there. So that's why I'm not too worried about the formatting here on this Google Doc, because I just know that as soon as I copy and paste it over,
but it'll be screwed up anyway.
it'll mess up and I'll have to fix it anyways. But I
do
was just
have-
going to use 12-point font, single spaced, except I was doing 14-point font on the headings, like for
Yeah.
each of the problems. I just used Times New Roman. That's pretty standard, I think.
The one thing I noticed is that we have different paragraph settings. So some of us have tighter text.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of a screwy thing that I hate about Word, but it's hard to, sometimes you might not notice it, but it looks funny.
I can see it in the difference. So.
Yeah, and it's just a few spots, but I mean, it's just something that's easy to slip through that I've messed up on it before is why I've noticed it.
Yeah.
Very short.
Now, is he called the HR director or the manager? Because that's
a good question.
Probably give that title to whoever this HR person is, the right title, but I'm not seeing what it is. So
I didn't even reference it, to be honest. I've just been saying HR, and I guess in mine I said human resources the first time, but
it says at the beginning of the case, it says, upon graduating from BYUI, you find a job as the Director of Human Resources.
okay, then I will. Okay.
Head honcho.
Okay. So
It occurs to me that whoever says HR the very first time
Should
needs
write.
to do the parentheses HR, and then the rest of us never have to do that again. So I
Okay.
should fix that in mind.
I think I have it in my first intro paragraph.
You do. That's where I noticed it, and that's why I thought I better make sure I'm.
So do you need to do parentheses after it and say explicitly that you're going to reference that as HR from then on out, like a business acronym?
Maybe. That might be, just a capital H, capital R, and then.
And yeah, just parentheses capital HR. Is that something you have to do from there on out, or?
Like this? Oh, wait. It's not working.
Where are you? At the top?
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, like that.
That was some things, but I don't know I'm not sure what the protocol is on this. I stuck with English.
I think we can do that. Just
Okay.
do it there, and then the rest.
And
That's
then all
fine.
the rest. So I'll go ahead and fix mine right now.
I'll fix mine too. All right, good.
Do you in my opening paragraph I use the term dark ages? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Is that I just said like they're operating in the dark ages? Is there a better?
The 1970s, 80s, yeah. Well, that's not the dark ages. Wait a minute.
Say that the current operating procedures are outdated. If you're
Okay.
not sure about using that, I think it's fine. I don't really. To be honest, I'm like, everything's fine. It's all fine. I just want to be done. Don't take my advice too much.
Well, as long as we all feel the same way about it, like
I'm so thrilled to have this much help. If I had to do this by myself, I would be screaming. So I have no concerns. So go for it. We're good. Okay.
All right then.
Okay, so I've got 3 things I need to fix, and I will get those fixed the next day or less. And then you'll just send out a Google Doc with what you've gone through and seen, and then we'll look at it and be done.
Okay, when I send it back to you guys, I will have it changed over. I'll put it back as a
Word.
Word doc, just so it will look like what's going to be submitted.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be
Great.
easier to work with too.
That's great.
And then you can tell me from there if we need to make any changes or if
Okay.
you think it
This
looks fine.
Google Doc thing is pretty cool. I haven't used this before.
Yeah, it is cool.
Oh, you haven't? Yeah, it's
I haven't really worked with this.
it's kind of nice how we can all just edit it and change things, but the formatting always gets messed up, but that's okay. Once we have it all done, then I'll...
True, the formatting is usually easier to fix comparatively.
Yeah, it works pretty well.
Okay, well, I think we've got a plan. Is there anything else? I guess my only other thing is, Heather, if you're feeling stressed and you're running out of time and you need to write something, then do you have my phone number?
I do. I texted you a few times while we were...
I thought so, but I've been working with like 1,000 groups, so I can't remember.
That was me. I need to save your name in there because I only put your number in, so...
Okay, well, no worries. If you're
That should be
running
fine.
out of time and you need me to like take over some of the writing just to help finish things up, don't even hesitate. Just let me know. I do have some other tests, and this is a bad week for me, but I can make time to do it. So just let me know. Don't stress yourself out trying to do it yourself if you don't have time.
Thank you. I should be fine. I got most of my other stuff done, well, up until last night, and
Great.
I only have like 2 quizzes to take tomorrow, and they're not too hard. So
Okay. Well,
this is my main focus
don't feel
now
like
between
you're on
now
your own
and
with this at
Saturday.
all. Is all. Just we're here. If you need help, reach out. It's no problem.
Yep, no
Okay.
worries. I'm just happy to have it done. I mean, to this point.
Yeah, that's the only
I
other
know.
thing.
And next
Don't
week we
stress too much. Do your best, and
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yep.
Okay. So next week it's my turn again, I think, to be the group leader. And I noticed in his Hangout teacher thing, he said we only have to do that twice. So
Once you've done it twice, you're good, I think.
I don't think we have to do those little reports anymore. So that'll be nice. We don't have to worry about that anymore.
And then
I'm really sorry I didn't know how to do that all. I thought I knew how to do the Google Hangouts on air because I've done them before for other classes, and I had no idea it was all different. So I'll figure that out before my next turn, and I'm sorry. I apologize for this time.
Michael, if you go to your YouTube little profile picture on YouTube, there's a create little open box. You just push that, and then it goes to where you can create a live event. And
Okay, I'm
that's where
seeing
you
that.
So, and then I don't know if it's supposed to be public or if it's supposed to be private or unlisted.
I don't think it matters as long as you send us the invites. Public,
Well,
I think, just means that anyone can get on and look and see it if they look at your thing. If you
right,
do
and
private, then only the people you send the invites to can.
right. I
But since you
posted it
just,
though on our discussion board, and Heather couldn't see it last week, and I put it unlisted, and so I don't know what the difference is there. But
well, I
anyway,
don't know what unlisted is, so
yeah, I don't want to. I didn't want to go back and watch it, but maybe Heather did. So I
I don't remember why I went back to see
Yeah.
if there was something I was looking for, and I went, oh, you can't see it. But
yes.
so I clicked on my little picture here, and somewhere in here there's an event deal.
it says create under
Create.
the picture.
Man,
You
I'm
see
not
that?
seeing that. Oh, is that the little plus sign? No, that's add info.
No, it actually a create.
It's on your profile picture when you go to open any Google anything under YouTube. It has a little profile picture and your a little box that says create.
I don't.
I'm on a Mac and I don't know if that's different than anything
I got
else.
my account. That's not it. Google Plus profile maybe. That's all right. I'll find
Are
it.
you on YouTube?
Yeah, but I was on YouTube. Now I'm on Google Plus.
So if you go to YouTube and click your picture, click on your
go back to YouTube because evidently this took me somewhere else.
Okay.
Ah, my dog keeps biting me. Get out of here. Not helpful. All right, there we go.
So go to YouTube, click on your picture, and under your picture is Creator Studio.
Okay, my channel.
Not my channel. Go to your picture.
The picture on the top right?
Yep.
Oh, Creator Studio.
Circle.
There it is.
Creator Studio.
Okay, I'm in.
And then you can go over in live streaming and you create an event. Is that right, Heather? Are we doing it right?
Live streaming. This is where I was.
Okay. And then you do new live event.
Sorry, I clicked out there for a second.
No.
I was trying
So new live event.
to look at it again. But yeah, it's over on the left-hand side, right?
Yeah.
Where it says
live streaming.
Live.
Okay, new live event. Okay, I did this.
Okay.
But, oh, I did custom. I needed to just do the quick option. That's what screwed me up.
Yeah.
I see. Because that had me downloading some kind of stupid thing. And
oh, no. Yeah, you shouldn't have to do any of that. So
all I had to do is under type, change it to quick. That's what screwed up.
Yep.
Dang it. One setting ruined me.
And then you can do public, unlisted, or private up there. And then if you put it as unlisted, it'll, there's people you can share it with.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. I'm really sorry about that, but now I know what I'm doing. Thank you.
Yep, it works. Sounds good. Thank you. I guess we're good.
All right. Well,
Heather, you good? She's gone, so we're good.
okay. Well, thank you so much, Elisa. I appreciate your help.
Have a good weekend.
All right, you too. Goodbye.